Welcome back to Lovett Film. My name is Jamie, and thanks for choosing our podcast once again. Today's guest is Kadia Saraf, and Kadia is an actor who was most recently in Dexter Resurrection. She played Detective Claudette Wallace, and if you've seen Dexter, she was the detective with the headphones, with the Bee Gees on, and I just had her on for an interview for the past 40 minutes there, and Kadia is so cool. She's so open about the experience of working on Dexter and being an actor. We did the interview with a co-host, Chloe, which today was her first interview, and she was asking her lots of questions about season 2 of Dexter Resurrection, the New York Ripper, a few little things about the Trinity Killer. I won't get into too many details, but anyway, I'm going to let you see the interview for yourself. So without further ado, let's get into the interview. Okay, Kadia Saraf, thank you so much for coming on to Lovett Film. We're big fans of yours. I'm Jamie, and this is Chloe here.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
So nice to meet you.
And we're big fans of Dexter Resurrection. That's where we first saw you and fell in love with your character, Detective Claudette Wallace, which is, we've seen all of Dexter. What a different character. What a unique character. And, we were just mesmerized by your character and the pivotal role she played in the show, because it's rare that you get such a person so close to catching Dexter in this universe to the point where it's like, Dexter, get away from her, she's gonna figure this out. It's a great character. Before you got the role, were you aware of Dexter, the show? Because it's been on since like 2006.
Oh yeah, I was a fan of the original show and watched every single episode before that. I'm actually rewatching the whole thing again. I didn't want to watch it before or during filming, just so I don't, I didn't want to be objective. I wanted to be in the world. And in fact, Michael and I haven't met until Dexter and Claudette met on the show. We kind of kept apart so we can keep that little bit of tension, a lot of tension, which was perfect. And yeah, it was, I found it to be one of the most genius shows, because not only are we talking about a topic that's taboo and nobody really wants to admit, but that his voiceover and what he thinks is actually something we can all relate to. But I generally love the theme of anything that has to do with true crime and the puzzles of solving crimes and how people are able to get away with it. And the human psyche is just fascinating to me. And Clyde kind of brought everything into one formula, which I found to be absolutely genius. So, yeah.
Okay, so you're rewatching Dexter. Amazing. I suppose I kind of want to dive in about your role. Claudette Wallace, did you know you were auditioning for Dexter and that particular role at the time, or was it completely brand new to you once you got the part?
No, I knew in advance.
Okay.
David Zayas and I have been friends for a very long time, and
Angel Batista.
Yes. And he mentioned that Dexter is coming back, and I thought, I cannot believe this, and it's gonna be shot in New York. And I didn't even think about inquiring until he said, listen, there's this character I read in the script, maybe you should ask your reps to inquire about it. And one thing led to another. I got the tape, had a couple of days to put it on tape, and I have to say, the moment I read the side, there were two scenes. One of them was the garbage dock where Claudette is introduced, and
the bags.
Yeah, there was something about me approaching this audition that didn't, I wasn't, you would think, oh my God, Dexter, I'm auditioning for Dexter. And yes, I knew the magnitude, but I didn't feel this, oh my God, I shouldn't mess this up. I just read the script, connected to Claudette in an instant. We didn't even have to break it down too much, just like whatever unfolds in the scene. But the character herself, I understood her. I stepped into her shoes pretty quickly. I got a little creative with that audition tape. I brought like this LED with like cop lights, and we went up to the rooftop where, the staircase, and I made it a whole little scene without any concern as to how it's going to be perceived. I just wanted to play. I wanted to have fun and you know, just audition the way I like. Whatever I would bring to the role, I fully presented it at that audition. And I think probably a couple of days after, it's when it dawned on me. And I thought, oh gosh, this is a big deal. And I wish I had a couple more days to work with it. And Abby then messaged me, you know, when I said to her, I wish I had another day. And she said, just have faith. And when she texted that, I had a whole body sensation of, okay, you did your part, let the universe do the rest.
Yeah, and we're so thankful that you got the part, because I absolutely love her. She's incredible, a brilliant actress. We love her, don't we, Jamie?
Oh, she's fantastic. Such a unique character, as I said earlier on. And, you know, so I'd be curious about when you're doing those first scenes and you have the headphones on and as when we're watching, we hear Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees. Did you actually hear anything on the day? Did you know it was going to be the Bee Gees, or was that all done in post?
We actually had a different song initially, which, you know, you have to clear these songs. You have to get the rights for it. And when things got a little complicated, so we came back to, you know, the drawing board and thought of like what song would be perfect. And I think a bunch of us, our top of the list was Stayin' Alive, because the theme of disco and that, you know, upbeat song that you can just go with the rhythm without thinking too much, being too engaged in it. And Stayin' Alive was I think it kind of fell into our lap. It just did. And it was very smooth sailing from then on. But I'm trying to think no, I didn't hear anything in my headphones, but the scene where I'm walking through the kitchen, the director, Monica Raymond, she blasted the song on the speakers so everyone could hear it. And that was very helpful, actually, because it would be really odd to do this whole thing in complete silence. Because you hear, you know, the noise of the kitchen, and it was just perfect. But yeah, I
need to get into the mind of Claudette.
Yeah.
And I mean, that song led to such a hilarious scene at the finale episode when you come into the ballroom and you do this whole dance number to the song. I mean, did you guys have to choreograph that before, or were they just like, go on, Kadia, do it? You choreographed it.
Yeah, I was given that task. They just trusted me with it. Said, we're sure you're gonna do great. And in Kadia and / Claudette fashion, I took it very seriously and, you know, worked through various iterations of the dance. I just pulled all these kinds of known disco moves together. You know, I didn't really invent the wheel, but I had to make sure it's something that's easy, that's fun to look at, that's a little ridiculous. There's some movements in it that are very, you know, opposite of Claudette. It's not how she moves. And something that's easy to learn, because I wanted people to be able to learn the dance and dance at home.
Absolutely love that scene where you throw Detective Melvin your purse and you're like, wait a sec, this is my time, this is my moment.
Kind of
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's a button to the whole thing. Kind of made more sense why she was listening to the song.
Yeah, it was just perfect.
Michael C. Hall in the show, he doesn't just play Dexter, he takes on a executive producer role in Dexter Resurrection. What was it like working with Michael? Was he like flipping between the two, or was he just in character? I'm curious to what I know he's Michael, he's not Dexter. What's he like on set?
He's brilliant. You notice when he walks into a room, and his role as executive producer, I mean, this whole Dexter machine functions so well from top to bottom because of the people that are in those you know, EP seats. Michael is collaborative. Michael is funny. He is professional. He is obviously, yes, Michael is not Dexter, but there is a little shift where when he tunes into Dexter, there's this, like, you just feel that energetic shift, and it's instant. Yeah, it's quite a surreal experience to have watched him all these years and then be thrust into a scene with him and experience it firsthand, what it is to witness an actor who was able to just, I don't know, draw magic. I mean, he's just brilliant. And he has these ideas in the moment that, you know, when you're present with the actor in front of you, that's when the magic happens. It's not when everything is necessarily planned in advance. It's when we're actively listening to each other is where the magic happens. And I've seen it take after take with him. I mean, it was episode 7, season 7. Oh, maybe Freudian slip.
Maybe soon.
Yeah, it was episode 7 where we met for the first time, and it was just, I want to say it was a blur, but it wasn't. It was just, yeah, the experience was magical. He elevated me too. I felt like he elevated my game as well.
I mean, you were both great. I mean, it was just so interesting to hear that you hadn't done a scene with him until that first interaction in the lecture hall and stuff like that. It's crazy because, I mean, very different to say working with David Zayas, Angel Batista, because you said you were friends beforehand. Was it weird to act across from David and then not sort of in a real life setting where you're friends? Have you ever acted with him before?
No, we have not. We always... we're kind of looking out for opportunities to work together, and this was, I mean, it kind of unfolded in an epic way, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't. I mean, we know how to step into our characters, and I mean, it is a make-believe world, but when you work with professionals and talented people, this environment, the scene, the circumstances are just created instantly. And working with David was just, he's such, first of all, isn't he amazing in this season?
So good.
Oh my God. He broke my heart over and over again. Like he's so good. And working with him and together with Dominic, of course, we worked a lot of scenes, the three of us together. It was just I don't even know how to describe this. You're just in the moment and just things come up and happen, and then suddenly you watch it on TV and you don't remember how that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose you were saying working with David Zayas, Michael C. Hall, but you also have a lot of scenes with Harrison, played by Jack Alcott. And I suppose I kind of want to draw attention to those intense interrogation scenes. You know, we felt like we were in that room with you. I felt like I was being interrogated. So can you just talk us through what it was like to film those?
Jack and I, the dynamic between us, he's scared of me in real life, so
no way.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we arm wrestle before every scene, pretty much. But he's stronger than me, so far. I'm working
until
on
next season.
But until next season, yeah. But he's Jack and I are very goofy behind the scenes. We're like, you know, he's my long lost brother. And when the cameras are on, again, you're working with professionals here who just know how to tap in instantly. The moment action is called, we're all in the moment. We're here, we're looking at each other, we draw from each other. Again, there's this active attention, this active listening to each other. And working with him, I mean, I felt bad for him, looking at him when he was scared of me / Claudette. I felt bad for him, but it worked. Yeah. I think he's scared but doesn't admit it. Maybe you'll have to ask him. But it works. Because who cares? It works.
Yeah, so. Even in those scenes, like, you could just see his face sweating, his eyes, and you're like, is it you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I love those scenes.
I hope I get more.
I mean, Detective Melvin, that last scene where you were doing the dance, I mean, I detected a little bit of chemistry between the characters. I know you can't give anything away because we are getting another season of Resurrection. Is possible love story going on there?
Everything's possible.
Okay, cryptic.
You're assuming I know. I don't know. Nobody tells me anything. Like, we read the scripts. This is the brilliance of this writing, the writing team. So much is possible. and you sense things, and it's just in life. There's all the nuance. It's not just like it's gonna happen for sure. It's not gonna happen. There's so much nuance in between, and I think also the inspiration comes to them in the writers' room. It's not like everything's initially planned in advance for the season. They sit there and suddenly something comes up. So the seeds have been planted. We'll see what kind of flower blooms. We'll see.
Okay.
Speaking of that, have you started filming the next season?
No, I think it's coming up in the spring. The writers' room is open as we speak. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Can we say, like, how quick you guys got that show made is incredible. It was filmed at the beginning of this year, right? And came out, say, tail end of July?
January until June. We filmed until mid-June.
Oh, my God. I mean, usually shows are years and years. And
yeah, I mean, it's typically about 10 days an episode, you would say, 2 weeks an episode, all in, when you just count everything in. And then they were editing as we were continuing to film. That's why the premiere, because if you're editing all of them, that's when you usually have to wait a lot when they drop all the episodes at once. But it's, again, a well-oiled machine.
Yeah,
they've been there, done that, and I mean, they kept that quality up. It's quite incredible.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The fan reaction to the show when it did drop, incredible. I mean, the amount of things you see online, fan theories, fan art. What was your response to the reaction?
I loved all of it. I think, I mean, of course you want the fans to love it. My dad always used to tell me that my dad's a jazz musician, so he's an artist himself, and he used to say that art is not actually art until it's exposed to darkness and light, praise and criticism. And I've always approached it knowing that even if lots of criticism comes my way, that means people are not ambivalent to the character, the story, whatever comes up. That's where you've done your part when people are talking about it. And whether it's good or bad, they're talking about it. Something is triggered, which is to watch it from the seat of me as an actress. It was just pure delight. I mean, the theories. I mean, the whatever people however the show impacted people, love it. I really absolutely love it. I think it was very well received, I would say, to say the least. And the theories were hilarious. I mean, we had we got a kick out of it. I mean, all the things that people assumed and still assume about who the New York Ripper is.
Yeah.
And we texted each other constantly with like these memes, and I have 3 teenagers who are also on TikTok, so they sent me a bunch of like edits and all these kinds of, they went down the rabbit hole of theories. And I didn't even tell them. Well, again, everyone's assuming that I know everything in advance. I don't know anything about season 2. And also, it could be a brand new character. It doesn't have to be someone you already knew.
Sorry for the interruption. If you're enjoying Lovett Film, why not show your support by subscribing to the channel, clicking the bell notifications, giving this video you're watching right now a like, and leave a comment, good or bad. We can take the abuse. Help us grow so I can keep giving you these interviews. Interviews like stars of Red Dead Redemption 2, actors in movies, Dexter Resurrection, you name it. Do follow our socials on Instagram. It's all just at Lovett Film. You find us very, very easily on Instagram, TikTok, and of course, if you're watching here on YouTube, we have it on YouTube. We have Spotify too, and Apple Podcasts. Now back to the interview.
It could be a brand new character. It doesn't have to be someone you already knew. And that I haven't seen in theories. I only saw there must be this guy, or this girl, but not some brand new character that's going to be introduced to the show. I don't know, but again, I'm just like you, waiting.
Oh, I think I might have just lost a bet there on who I thought
think
it
so.
was going to be. I think so.
Yeah.
There was a lot of theories going around that it was Arthur's son.
The Trinity Killer.
Yeah, that he was his son. Because the same...
Would it make sense age-wise? Because I try to...
It wouldn't. That was the thing. I don't think so. Yeah.
Right. I mean, he would be an adult, but he would have had to be active for over a decade, closer to
That,
two.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I thought it was Blessing for a long time,
You
but then,
did?
yeah, but then coming to the tail end of the first season, I've changed my mind on that. But I was thinking for a long time maybe him. But I mean, we had the opportunity to interview the actor in Tare who plays Blessing, and you know, I asked him straight up. I went, "Are you the New York Ripper in the show?" And he's like, "I don't know, man." You know?
He's like, so cool about it.
But none of us knew.
He doesn't know.
He
was saying that a lot of the stuff you'd film sometimes doesn't even make the cut, or sometimes you do a bit of improvisation and then it makes the cut. Was that the same with you?
On set, you mean?
Yeah, like in terms of things you shot, is there some stuff that didn't make the final cut?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, think about it. We shoot like several takes of each, setup. But overall, it was pretty consistent across the board. I mean, just some little things were cut out that weren't probably relevant to the story or didn't really make sense when you look at the edit. I mean, yeah, shows are made in the editing room. Yeah. This is where it's all put together. So there were a couple of lines here and there, but nothing really it is what we read on the script, and it even better. Like what we watched was even better than what we read in the script. But there were some improv moments. There were some not like, a lot of banter, but just again that thing that comes up when you're just present in the scene with your scene partner. You can't plan these things. And that's usually, those are the most memorable moments.
And you said you were watching Dexter again. Do you watch yourself in the show? Is that because I know some actors, they hate looking at themselves on screen, but is that something you enjoy, or are you critical of yourself, or what do you think?
It used to be like that. It's a good point that you're asking that, because it used to be like that. I used to cringe and look, we're actors. We're always gonna look for ways to criticize ourselves and fish for a compliment and validation. But truthfully, watching it, I'm very proud. Are there moments where I think I could have done something a little different? Yes. I'm not delusional in that regard. It's probably always going to be there. I'm not there yet. I just finished season 3 from the original one, so I'm gonna go all the way through and watch. But I did watch Resurrection as it came out with my family. It was fun to watch. Yeah, it was fun. It was really moving, first of all, and I felt very proud, to be honest. All of our work, we all elevated each other. We all made each other look really good, and I really can't complain. I mean, I enjoyed it as a viewer just as much as I enjoyed working on the show.
What a cast. I mean, the actors you were working alongside, first of all, you were a brilliant actor, but these other actors as well, these were all so incredible. Peter Dinklage, I mean, Uma Thurman was in this show.
Yeah.
What was that like for you coming into the production?
Street. I mean,
yeah, of course,
the list goes on.
Christian Ritter as well. I just every time you forget someone's name, someone pops in. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is quite amazing. On set, it just felt like we're all equals going to work and playing on a playground. This is really, playing, not working, but it felt like playing. So I think that wow effect was more when the announcements came out. And then when you zoom out a little bit and watch the show and the final product, that's when it kind of dawns on you who's involved and, the big caliber that's involved in this show. But on set, it never felt that way. Nobody was, treated any differently. We really all just came to have a good time and do the best work we can do.
Yeah, and you did. I loved the show. We've seen season 1, I think, twice now, right, Chloe?
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Twice, yeah.
Of Resurrection?
Crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, Resurrection. Yeah.
What was your favorite episode?
For me, it was the finale. I loved the finale. Especially the ending scene where you put Batista's hat on Batista when he's on the stretcher. I was like, no. I've been watching Dexter for years. Angel Batista is such he's the heart of the show.
She gave him his title back after stripping it away. We cried on set, just so you know.
Oh, no way.
We all cried on set. That was not easy. It
Yeah.
wasn't just, oh, it's just written in the script. That wasn't easy. It was just, it was a very important moment, and we all felt that.
Was that the hardest scene to film?
The one where in the 9th episode, you're asking?
Yeah, where when Batista dies and you go in and
Yeah.
you pick up the thing.
So we shot that on different days. I was there though, on set when that was filmed, and that's when we were all just everybody quietly to not distract the actors, but everyone was. It was a real punch in the gut. Yeah, I was there watching the monitors, and that last part where Claudette lifts the sheet and finds him, to me that was a really surreal moment. That was really surreal. Again, because David and I have known each other for so long, and it felt like a moment of, oh, should have I listened to him all this time? Was
That's
he right
what we were all
after
saying.
all?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a baton is given over. It's just passed on to Claudette now to make it right for him.
Yeah.
And the fact that we have this love for each other, David and I, like, it just felt like kismet.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I just want to add to that as well. Another scene that I love is when you're in the hotel, the audience are like, "Oh my, she knows. She's right on it, but she can't prove it." Yeah.
This is what it is. Like Claudette sees things very simply. She doesn't complicate it, and that's why everything is just there. But then when it comes to proving it, or even getting away with it on their end, on the Harrison and Dexter, like, think about how much, like, a little thing needs to go wrong for Claudette for her not to be able to prove it. Like, one thing has to be hidden for her not to be able to just open that box and reveal it all. And it must be so frustrating. It must be so frustrating to know what the truth is and not be able to prove it. I mean, yeah, that's the way of the law. That's how it goes.
Everything was so spot on. Your thoughts, you're like, this is what happened, and it's so accurate, and we're just like, oh my god.
I know.
Run, Harrison.
Run, Harrison. I mean, you filmed the whole show in a lot of the show was in New York City on actual location. I've been seeing online. You guys really filming on the streets, really going into buildings and stuff like that. Are you from New York? I was doing research. I saw. Sure. So for you, was it like, oh well, I'm used to this?
Yeah, I mean, that's our home turf. I mean, what a privilege to be able to do that and have New York City as a character in the show. I mean, I don't know if you noticed all the commentary and the humor on the city, and it was just so. I don't know if it's private jokes, or you just like it's enough for everyone to be able to recognize. I think it was fun. It was really cold, really, really cold, but it was fun. And the city doesn't, the city doesn't stop. So when productions happen on the streets, you have to kind of work with it. There's always people walking by who don't care that we're filming something. They're like, we don't care. We need to get from A to B. You're in my way. And then we have to kind of, adapt to the city. And I love it. It's a no bullshit city, for sure.
Yeah. We've been there before as well, and we loved it. Everything is real go, go, go. You grab your coffee, you're on your way to work. It's just real fast paced, but it's such a vibrant city.
It's very vibrant. Yes.
The pizza.
You
and
do?
the coffee.
Oh, yes.
It's so much better. We're in Ireland, right? So it's all, like soups and big Irish stew and stuff like that.
Stew.
So but we love America, and your food, oh my God, you have all the best food from all over the world into one place. You know? It was crazy, incredible.
That is true. That is true.
I know you don't have all day, and I want to be wary of your time, but I have to ask this question. Desmond Harrington, aka Joey Quinn, what is he like?
Chloe's a very, very big fan.
You are. Of course you are. He's incredible. He's very down to earth. Good. Very down to earth. He's incredibly talented. And actually, we haven't met until after, because we didn't, we had a phone scene.
Yeah, of course. That's what I was wondering, yeah.
When we met at the premiere party, we just looked at each other. I was like, oh, yeah, we talked on the phone as a joke. But he's pretty cool. He's a friend.
I hope he's in season 2 in a bigger role. I mean, when he showed up with Masuka, I was like, yes, because I'm a big fan of the original show, and he was such a pivotal part of that. I actually dressed up as him for last Halloween just gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you post a picture and tag him in it? I think he would appreciate that.
I think I will do. I have it here. I'll just show you.
I want to see it. Oh, he would love that.
Let's see here. I mean, I went for, I borrowed a shirt off my dad. Slacks. Found an old Nokia phone to go along with it.
Oh, that's funny.
I have it here. I think it'd be pretty funny to show you. Let's see here. Da-da-da.
And you had the old Nokia phone. It really added to it, and the shirt was on point as well.
And
Chloe, what did you dress up as again? You were something else from Dexter, right?
I was the victim, so I was wrapped in cling film.
I didn't see any Claudette costumes anywhere. I told my kids, this is ridiculous. All you need to do is put your hair in a bun and put headphones on and walk around and not talk to anybody.
My excuse is the hair color doesn't match. That's my excuse.
Please. Oh, please.
Come on, we need some Claudettes. I think I have it here. Here we go. I found it now. So my older brother Graham went as Batista. Hold on, we get this to focus in here somewhere. If I pull it out a little bit.
Oh, it actually looks like Dexter on the right.
I think you just see some blurring going on.
It.
Here we go. So I'm in the middle as Quinn. My brother's Graham
is
as Batista, and then my brother Chris is as Dexter there. But yeah, we went for a Dexter Halloween party.
Can you you should post that and tag all of us.
I will do.
This is fantastic.
I think, Chloe, next year you need to go as Claudette.
I will. I have to now. Yeah, I will.
Well, you know what? We will personally, we will get some Claudette costumes out there for next Halloween.
I mean, it's pretty. It's the attitude that needs to match. That's pretty. I mean, the rest of it is not like there's not much to come up with other than headphones. It's the attitude that's gonna make the costume. Yeah. The Cagney and Lacey. I don't know if you remember that show. The Cagney and Lacey.
No.
From the
I don't think it was in Ireland.
80s.
Yeah.
Look it up because it's about 2 female detectives, and that was the inspiration for the style. I mean, Kat Thomas, the costume designer, that was her mood board, and her and I hit it off right away because we both saw the same vision for Claudette, which is, it's the codes that you ask yourself, what's underneath there? Which is the same you ask about Claudette herself. So the clothes kind of reflected, what's in there?
Oh,
you can just open and have surprises. I'm sure you've seen that show before. Have you seen it?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think we had it in Ireland, but that makes so much sense with there's some more to her than what you just see in the outside. She's hiding something, which you definitely do get from her character. Now, Kadia, I can't thank you enough for your time today because we're just fans. We're not filmmakers. We're just fans of what you guys do. And thanks for coming on, for demystifying the whole thing for us and showing us what it's like to be an actor in one of the biggest shows in the world. And yeah, thanks for your time.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. You've created something beautiful. Really.
Oh, thank you.
Fans and creators now. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you. I'm really excited for next season. Can't wait.
We'll talk again.
And thank you so much for joining us.